Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Listen and Learn English. We are so happy to have you here with us today. Whether you're listening in the morning, in the evening, or even while relaxing with a cup of tea, we truly appreciate you spending your time learning English with us.
Hello, dear friends. Emma, how are you today? And how is everyone doing? We hope you're feeling great, relaxed, and ready to improve your English step by step.
I'm doing wonderful, Tom. Thank you for asking. Today has been a busy but exciting day. I went outside earlier and I noticed how many people were shopping, especially for clothes. That gave me an idea for today's topic.
Oh, really? Shopping again? Emma, are you secretly planning to buy something new?
Maybe, but don't worry, Tom. Today we are not shopping, we are learning. Today's topic is shopping for clothes, and we're going to teach our listeners exactly how to speak English naturally when they go to a clothing store.
That's a very useful topic. Everyone needs clothes, and sometimes it can feel difficult to speak confidently in a store, especially in another language.
Exactly. Today, we will learn how to say what you need, how to ask for different sizes, how to talk about colors and styles, and even how to speak to store employees politely and confidently.
But before we begin, dear friends, we have a small favor to ask.
Yes, if you enjoy learning English with us, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment below. Your support helps our channel grow and allows us to continue creating fun, practical English lessons for you.
And tell us in the comments, when was the last time you went shopping for clothes?
And be honest, did you buy something you really needed or something you just wanted?
Sometimes I say I need this jacket, but actually I just like it.
That happens to all of us, and that's why today's lesson is going to be fun, practical, and full of useful expressions that you can use immediately in real life.
So get comfortable, stay with us, and let's start learning how to speak English confidently when shopping for clothes.
Let's begin.
So, Emma, before you go shopping for clothes, do you just walk into a store and buy whatever you see?
Oh no, not anymore. I used to do that, and I often bought things I didn't really need. Now I try to plan before I go.
Plan, like making a shopping list?
Exactly. I think about what I actually need. For example, I might say, I need a new pair of jeans, or I'm looking for a winter coat.
That sounds very organized. So instead of saying, I want everything, you say, I need something specific.
Yes, that's very important. In English, it's helpful to clearly explain your purpose. For example, I'm looking for comfortable work shoes. I need something formal for a meeting. I want a casual outfit for the weekend.
Wait, Emma, what's the difference between formal and casual?
Good question. Formal means suitable for important events like business meetings, weddings, or special occasions. Casual means relaxed and comfortable, like what you wear at home or with friends.
So if I say I need something formal, the store employee will understand I don't want something sporty.
Exactly. And here's another useful phrase. I'm shopping for a special occasion. That tells people you need something specific and maybe a little more elegant.
That sounds very natural. What about budget? Do people talk about money before shopping?
Yes, of course. You can say, I'm looking for something affordable. I'm shopping on a budget. I don't want to spend too much.
I should use that sentence more often.
We all should. Planning before shopping helps you speak clearly and confidently in English.
So stage 2 is about thinking before buying, knowing what you need, what style you want, and how much you want to spend.
Exactly. When you can explain your needs clearly, shopping becomes easier and your English becomes stronger.
I like that. Shopping smart and speaking smart.
Perfect combination. Now let's move to what happens when you actually enter the store. So now imagine you arrive at the clothing store. The first thing I usually do is slow down, look around carefully, and observe the different sections, because most stores are organized by categories like menswear, women's wear, shoes, accessories, and seasonal collections.
That's true. If you walk in too quickly, you might miss something important or feel overwhelmed by all the colors and styles.
Exactly. And here's a very useful sentence you can say when you enter a store and you're not ready to buy yet. I'm just looking, thank you.
Oh yes, that's very common. Store employees often ask, can I help you? And that's the polite way to answer if you're still browsing.
Right. And browsing means looking around without a specific decision yet.
So if I say I'm just browsing, it means I'm not ready to buy, I'm just exploring.
Perfect explanation, Tom. Another important word is section. For example, the jackets are in the winter section. The dresses are in the formal section.
So sections help you find what you're looking for more easily.
Yes, and sometimes you'll see signs that say new arrival or on sale.
I know on sale means cheaper, but what does new arrival mean?
New arrival means new products that just came into the store.
Ah, so those are the newest fashion items.
Exactly. Here's a longer, natural sentence you can practice. When I enter the store, I usually look around first to see what styles and colors are available before choosing anything.
That sounds confident and organized.
Yes, and another helpful sentence is, I'm looking for something simple and comfortable.
That makes your purpose clear.
Shopping for clothes is not just about buying. It's also about describing preferences, colors, materials, and styles in English.
And that makes it a perfect real-life situation for practicing conversation.
Exactly. So when you walk into a clothing store, don't be nervous. Think of it as an English practice opportunity.
And remember, even saying I'm just looking is already good practice.
That's right. Now that you're inside the store and looking around, the next step is choosing the clothes you actually want to try. And this is where your English becomes very useful because you need to describe what you like and what you're looking for clearly.
Yes, because sometimes you see something nice, but you're not sure if it will fit or if it's the right color.
Exactly. When I choose clothes, I usually think about 3 things: size, color, and comfort. For example, I might say, I like this design, but I'm not sure about the size.
Natural. So how do you ask for a different size?
You can say, do you have this in a larger size? Or do you have this in medium?
What if it's too tight?
Then you can say, it's too tight. Or if it's too big, it's too loose.
So tight means very close to your body and loose means too big.
Exactly. And here are some more useful expressions. This fits perfectly. It doesn't fit well. I need a smaller size. It feels very comfortable.
What about colors?
Good question. You can say, do you have this in blue? Or, is this available in another color?
And if you don't like the material?
You can say, I prefer something softer. Or, I'm looking for cotton.
That sounds very clear and confident.
Yes, and here's a longer natural sentence you can practice. I really like this jacket, but I think I need a different size because this one feels a little tight.
That's a complete and polite sentence.
And remember, it's okay to take your time. You can say, I'm still deciding.
That's what I say when I can't choose between 2 shirts.
Yes, choosing clothes can be difficult, but every sentence you say in a store is real-life English practice.
So choosing clothes is not only about fashion, it's about communication.
Exactly.
So now we've chosen some clothes. What's next?
Now comes one of the most important parts of shopping for clothes, trying them on in the fitting room.
Yes, because sometimes something looks perfect on the hanger, but completely different when you wear it.
That is very true. So first you need to know how to ask politely. You can say, can I try this on? Or, where's the fitting room?
That sounds simple and natural.
Yes, and when you enter the fitting room, you check how the clothes look and feel. For example, you might say, this fits perfectly, or it doesn't fit very well.
What if it feels uncomfortable?
You can say, it feels too tight around the shoulders, or it's a little too loose at the waist.
That's very specific. I like that.
Yes, being specific helps. Instead of saying it's bad, you explain why. Here are some useful sentences. The sleeves are too long. The pants are too short. This is exactly what I was looking for. I'm not sure about this one.
What does I'm not sure mean?
It means you are still deciding. You don't feel 100% confident yet.
That's something I say very often.
Me too. Here's a longer, natural sentence you can practice. I really like the color and the design, but I think I need a smaller size because this one feels too loose.
That sounds confident and clear.
And sometimes you may need help. You can open the door slightly and say, Excuse me, could you bring me a different size?
That's polite and practical.
Exactly. Trying clothes on is a great opportunity to practice describing how something feels and fits.
So shopping becomes a speaking exercise.
Yes, and remember, it's okay to take your time in the fitting room. You can think, look in the mirror, and decide calmly.
And maybe take one last look before buying.
Always take one last look.
So, after trying on clothes, sometimes we still need help from a store employee, right?
Yes, and this is where many English learners feel nervous. But actually, the conversation is usually simple, polite, and friendly.
That's good to hear, because sometimes I don't know how to start speaking to a store employee.
A very natural and polite way to begin is, "Excuse me, could you help me?"
That sounds respectful.
Yes, and when you explain clearly what you need, for example, "I'm looking for a black jacket. Do you have this in a different size? Is this item on sale?"
What does on sale mean again?
It means the price is reduced, so it's cheaper than usual.
Ah, everyone likes that word.
Yes, sale is a very popular word. Here are more useful questions you can ask. Is this available in another color? Do you have something similar? Where can I find the men's section? Can you recommend something comfortable for work?
I like the word recommend. It sounds professional.
Yes, recommend means to suggest something based on experience or knowledge.
So if I say, can you recommend something casual, I'm asking for advice.
Exactly. Here's a longer, natural sentence you can practice. I'm looking for something comfortable and affordable that I can wear to work every day.
That's very clear and detailed.
And if you want to be polite at the end, you can say, "Thank you for your help," or "I really appreciate your assistance."
That makes you sound confident and respectful.
Yes, and remember, store employees are used to helping customers. You don't need to be afraid.
So shopping becomes a real-life English conversation practice.
Exactly. Every small question is a chance to improve your speaking skills.
And sometimes you even learn new vocabulary from the employee.
That's true. So don't avoid conversation. Use it as practice.
So now we've chosen the clothes, tried them all on, and asked questions. What happens next?
Now we go to the cashier to pay. And this is another great opportunity to practice natural English in a calm and simple way.
Yes, because even paying includes conversation.
Exactly. When you are ready, you can say, "I'll take this," or "I'd like to buy these items."
That sounds confident and clear.
Then the cashier may say, "Will that be cash or card?"
And we answer, I'll pay by card, or I'm paying in cash.
Yes, another useful question you can ask is, "Can I return this if it doesn't fit?"
That's very important. What does return mean?
Return means to bring the item back to the store after buying it.
And what is a return policy?
The return policy is the store's rule about how and when you can return something.
So you can say, what is your return policy?
Exactly. That sounds very natural and responsible. Here's a longer natural sentence you can practice. "I really like this jacket, but I just want to know your return policy in case it doesn't fit properly."
That sounds polite and careful.
Yes, and after paying, you might say, "Can I have the receipt, please?"
The receipt is the paper that shows what you bought and how much you paid.
Correct. Now let's talk about describing your experience. After shopping, you might say, "I found exactly what I needed," or "I bought it at a good price." "It was a great shopping experience," or "I couldn't find my size."
I once bought a shirt that looked perfect in the store, but when I wore it at home, I realized it wasn't comfortable at all.
That happens to everyone. And that's a good example of telling a short story in English.
So you can say, I thought it was perfect, but later I changed my mind.
Exactly. Shopping stories are simple but very useful for speaking practice.
So even small, daily experiences can become English practice.
Yes, real English is everywhere, even at the cashier.
So today we talked about shopping for clothes and I didn't even buy anything.
Yes, but we learned a lot of useful English instead, which is even better.
That's true. Let's quickly review what we practiced.
First, we learned how to explain what we need before going to the store, using sentences like, I'm looking for a winter coat, or I need something formal for an event.
Then we practiced what to say when entering the store, like, I'm just browsing.
Yes, and we learned how to ask about sizes and colors. Do you have this in medium? Is this available in another color?
And in the fitting room, we practiced sentences like, it's too tight, it's too loose, and this fits perfectly.
Then we talked about asking employees for help politely. Excuse me, could you help me?
And finally, we practiced paying and asking about returns. I'll pay by card. What is your return policy?
Exactly. Shopping for clothes may seem simple, but it includes many natural English conversations.
And the more you practice these real-life situations, the more confident you become.
Now, we have a question for you.
Yes, when was the last time you went shopping for clothes?
Did you find what you were looking for, or did you leave the store empty-handed?
Write your answer in the comments. We love reading your experiences.
And if this helped you, please like this video and subscribe to Listen and Learn English. Your support truly helps us continue creating practical, friendly English lessons.
Remember, English is not only in textbooks, it's in daily life.
Practice small conversations, speak clearly, and don't be afraid to ask questions.
Thank you so much for learning with us today.
See you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.